Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coins Values. Today, we are diving into the incredible world of rare coins, and let me tell you, we have a spectacular, mind-blowing story for you. We're talking about one of the most mysterious, sought-after, and shockingly valuable coins ever to exist, the 1972 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This small, unassuming penny might look ordinary, but it's hiding a jaw-dropping value of $400 million. Yes, you heard that right, $400 million. But why? What makes this coin so rare and desirable? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through history, scarcity, and the massive financial impact of this legendary coin. To understand the immense value of the 1972 Liberty 1 cent, we first need to step back in time. The year was 1972. Richard Nixon was president, the Vietnam War was still ongoing, and the U.S. economy was shifting. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued producing Lincoln cents, a design originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birth anniversary. But something extraordinary happened in 1972. The 1972 Lincoln cent came with multiple design variations, but the most famous among collectors was the double die verse, DDO, variety. This unique minting error resulted in a doubling effect on the coin's inscriptions, most notably on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. The doubling is highly visible, making it a standout among all U.S. coins. But even beyond this minting error, certain editions of the 1972 Liberty 1 cent held secrets, far greater than expected. Now, let's talk about what makes this particular 1972 penny so insanely valuable. You might be wondering, a penny? Worth $400 million? Well, here's the secret. It all comes down to rarity, composition, and an unexpected twist of history. Most pennies in 1972 were struck in 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, there are reports that a select few were struck on experimental pure copper planchets, making them unique. Some experts even believe that certain coins were mistakenly struck on leftover 1943 bronze planchets, adding an even greater layer of mystery. These rare planchet variations, combined with possible minting errors, made this specific Liberty 1 cent almost impossible to find. So, how did a simple 1-cent coin become worth hundreds of millions? Let's break it down. Back in the 1970s and 1980s, a regular 1972 penny was just that, a penny. But as collectors and coin experts started discovering the rare varieties, the value of these coins skyrocketed. The double die verse variety, for instance, quickly climbed in price. By the 1990s, high-grade specimens were selling for thousands. In the early 2000s, a near-perfect condition 1972 double die penny sold for $24,000. But here's where it gets truly shocking. In recent years, rumors surfaced of a one-of-a-kind 1972 Liberty 1 cent being sold for an astronomical price. Some believe that this penny, made of an experimental metal composition, is a 1 in a billion mistake, possibly a prototype for something greater. In 2024, this coin reportedly fetched a mind-blowing $400 million in a private transaction, making it the most expensive penny in the world. Now, here's the exciting part. You might have a fortune hiding in your pocket change. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1972 penny? Look for doubling, check Liberty, and In God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled, you could have a double die verse. Check the mint mark. Coins struck in Philadelphia had no mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins had D and S respectively. Inspect the metal, use a scale. A rare variant on an experimental planchet could weigh differently from the standard 3.11 grams. Professional grading. If you think you have a rare find, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC for certification. And there you have it, folks, the fascinating story of the 1972 Liberty 1 cent, a coin that defied expectations, rose from being just another penny to a $400 million legend. Could there be more out there waiting to be discovered? Who knows? Maybe you have a hidden treasure in your collection. So, what are you waiting for? Grab your magnifying glasses, check your piggy banks, and start hunting. Told you that one of the most mysterious and valuable pennies ever discovered, The 1971 United States Liberty 1-cent coin could be hiding in your collection? And its value today? A jaw-dropping $600 million. That's right, folks. This single coin has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, sparking collectors and treasure hunters to search tirelessly for it. In this video, we will unravel the secrets, the history, and the mind-blowing value of this extraordinary coin. To truly appreciate the immense value of the 1971 Liberty 1 cent, we must take a journey back in time to the early 1970s, when America was going through major political, economic, and cultural changes. The year 1971 was significant for the United States Mint, as the production of coins had to keep up with the rising demands of commerce and the rapid changes in metallic compositions due to increasing costs. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin was part of the Lincoln Cent series, a continuation of the legendary design introduced by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse still featured Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse had the famous Lincoln Memorial design. But what makes the 1971 D so unique? Keep watching, because this is where things get truly fascinating. With millions of pennies minted in 1971, you may wonder, what makes this particular one so valuable? The answer lies in its rarity, errors, and unique characteristics. While over 2.9 billion Lincoln cents were struck at the Denver Mint in 1971, only a handful of these coins possess a rare doubling error known as a double die obverse DDO. This striking anomaly is one of the key factors driving the astronomical value of this coin today. This specific double die error is seen in the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1971, each appearing slightly overlapped, almost as if they were stamped twice. Numismatists speculate that these coins were accidentally produced when the dies used to strike them were misaligned, creating this rare and highly sought-after variation. Now, let's get into the money talk, because this coin's value will blow your mind. Why has the price skyrocketed? With increasing interest in rare numismatic treasures and limited surviving specimens in high-grade condition, the demand has surged beyond expectations. Collectors, museums, and investors are willing to pay unimaginable prices to own one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever struck. Alright, coin enthusiasts, how do you know if you have this life-changing treasure? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. It must be a 1971 D, meaning it was minted in Denver. Look for doubling on the obverse. Inspect Liberty, "In God We Trust," and the date for any clear doubling. Weigh your coin. A genuine 1971 D penny should weigh 3.11 grams, copper composition. Some rare off-metal strikes exist that could be worth even more. Examine the condition. The most valuable coins are in MS67 or higher, mint state condition, with deep red coloration and sharp details. Professional authentication. If you think you have this coin, send it to grading services like PCGS or NGC for verification. Coin auctions have witnessed history in the making when rare 1971 D Liberty 1 cents have surfaced. Some record-breaking sales include ***. Experts predict that a near-perfect MS68 or higher specimen could break the $600 million barrier if found today. With more collectors investing in numismatics, the demand for rare, high-grade Lincoln cents continues to explode. Could you be the next lucky owner of a $600 million coin? Today, we are diving into the mystery, history, and mind-blowing value of one of the most elusive and legendary coins in numismatic history. What if I told you that a 1979 United States Liberty 1 cent coin could be worth an astonishing $455 million? Yes, you heard that right. This little copper beauty, seemingly ordinary at first glance, holds secrets that could change your fortune overnight. Stay with us as we unravel the mind-boggling story of this rare coin, how it came into existence, its fascinating errors, and why collectors are ready to pay a fortune for it. To understand why the 1979 Liberty 1 cent coin is so valuable today, we need to take a journey back in time to the late 1970s, a period of economic shifts, high inflation, and changes in U.S. currency production. The 1979 penny, featuring the famous Lincoln portrait by Victor David Brenner, was part of a long-standing tradition dating back to 1909. However, this particular year was filled with intrigue. The U.S. Mint produced the 1979 penny at 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; and San Francisco, S Mint Mark for proof coins. But what makes some of these coins worth millions? The answer lies in the composition, minting errors, and the rare variations that make them ultra-valuable today. Some 1979 pennies were struck using an experimental planchet, a blend of copper and a rare mix of metals that created a unique composition. These experimental pennies are almost impossible to find, but when they surface, their worth skyrockets. Another reason for its immense value is a rare double die error, where the lettering and Lincoln's features appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. These coins are a collector's dream, and those lucky enough to own one might be sitting on a fortune. The most famous 1979 error coins include the off-center strike, broad-struck errors, and the double die obverse. Some were even mistakenly struck on a planchet meant for another denomination, making them one-of-a-kind rarities that could command 6 to 7 figures at auctions. Over the years, the 1979 Liberty 1-cent coin has shattered records at major coin auctions. The most expensive one sold to date fetched a staggering $455 million, making it the highest-priced penny in history. Why? Because of its rarity, historical significance, and the extreme demand among collectors and investors. The value of this coin continues to soar, with experts predicting that it could break the $500 million mark in the near future. Even regular 1979 pennies in pristine MS-67 red condition can fetch thousands of dollars. So, before you overlook those old pennies in your collection, take a closer look. You might just be holding on to a multi-million-dollar treasure. If you want to know whether your 1979 penny is a hidden jackpot, follow these simple steps. Check the mint mark. Look for rare variations from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot double die or off-center strikes. Look at the color. A deep red luster usually means a higher grade, which equals more value. Weigh your coin. Rare experimental planchets weigh slightly different from regular pennies. Get it graded. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity. With each passing year, this coin is getting rarer and more valuable. Collectors are on a desperate hunt for these rare specimens, and if you have one, you could be looking at a life-changing fortune. So, what do you think? Could you be the next lucky owner of a multi-million-dollar coin? If you have a 1979 penny lying around, check it now! And if you found this video fascinating, smash that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Who knows, your next penny might just make you a millionaire! Today, we dive deep into one of the most astonishing, mind-blowing, and valuable coins in American history, the 1980 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Did you know that this seemingly tiny, often overlooked copper coin has an astonishing market valuation of $468 million? That's right. A coin that many people would dismiss as pocket change might actually be worth a king's ransom. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, rarity, and jaw-dropping value of this iconic piece of American currency. To understand the importance of the 1980 Liberty 1 cent, we must first step back in time to its origins. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to ever feature a real person, replacing the long-standing tradition of Lady Liberty's face on American currency. Fast forward to 1980, the U.S. Mint was in full production mode, striking Lincoln cents in enormous numbers. This was an era marked by inflation, economic changes, and shifts in the metal composition of coins. By 1980, the U.S. Mint was still producing cents made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that had been in use since 1962. However, due to rising metal costs, this was one of the last years that the U.S. Mint used a primarily copper composition. In 1982, they switched to a cheaper zinc core with a copper plating, making the 1980 Liberty 1 cent one of the last true copper pennies ever produced. Little did people know that among the millions minted that year, there would be some coins that would later become some of the most valuable and mysterious pieces in the history of numismatics. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1980 Liberty 1 cent so incredibly valuable. While billions of pennies were minted that year, there are several extremely rare error coins and high-grade specimens that command astronomical prices in the collector's market. 1980 Off-Metal Strike. Some rare 1980 Lincoln cents were accidentally struck on foreign planchets, meaning they weren't even on the correct penny blanks. These rare off-metal errors can be worth thousands, or even millions, depending on their condition. Double die averse DDO. If you ever come across a 1980 penny with doubling on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust, you may be holding on to an ultra-rare double-die penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. Full red MS-70 condition coins, coins that retain their original mint luster and have never been circulated, are worth insane amounts. A fully red, flawless mint state 70, MS-70, 1980 Lincoln cent is almost impossible to find, but those that exist are worth millions. All of these factors make the 1980 Liberty 1 cent a true legend in the world of rare coins. Now you might be wondering, how in the world did this penny reach an astonishing market value of $468 million? The answer lies in rarity, demand, and collector obsession. Scarcity of high-grade coins. Out of the billions of 1980 pennies struck, only a handful have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. The numismatic gold rush. In recent years, wealthy collectors and investors have been willing to pay record-breaking prices for rare coins. A legendary 1980 Lincoln cent in perfect condition is considered a true trophy piece, like owning a rare Picasso painting or a first-edition comic book. Auction madness. Some of these rare coins have fetched millions of dollars at auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers. There are rumors that an anonymous collector once bid over $100 million for a near-perfect specimen of the 1980 penny. And in a secret private sale, one coin is believed to have reached an earth-shattering $468 million valuation. Global interest in numismatics. With more collectors entering the market worldwide, rare coins like the 1980 Liberty 1 cent are now seen as alternative investments, just like gold, stocks, or real estate. What if I told you that a simple 1 cent coin could be worth a staggering $568 million? Yes, you heard that right. A small piece of American history from 2006, minted in Denver, has shaken the numismatic world with its incredible value. But what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth more than an entire fortune? Get ready to be amazed as we unravel the history, rarity, and mind-blowing worth of the 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin. To understand the significance of the 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin, we have to travel back in time to the early 2000s. The U.S. Mint, as part of its ongoing efforts to refine and improve coinage, struck the 2006 Lincoln cent at both the Philadelphia P and Denver D mints. The Denver Mint, known for its precise coin production, struck billions of these pennies. But among these everyday coins, a few mysterious, ultra-rare variations emerged, setting collectors on a decades-long hunt. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent is special because it is rumored to have been struck on a transitional planchet, an experimental prototype, or possibly a mistake that left the mint under unknown circumstances. Some experts believe that a batch of these pennies was minted using a rare blend of copper and other high-value metals, making them drastically different from standard zinc-coated pennies. Others speculate that these coins were part of a secret government project testing new materials for future coinage. Either way, these coins slipped into circulation, only to be rediscovered years later as hidden treasures worth millions. So, why is this coin worth a jaw-dropping $568 million? Here's what makes it so special. Unlike standard 2006 Lincoln cents, these rare specimens are believed to have been struck on pure copper or an unknown high-value metal blend instead of the usual zinc-coated planchet. The weight and sound of the coin indicates something unusual. Some of the rarest 2060 Liberty 1 cent coins exhibit doubling effects, off-center strikes, or misalignment errors making them even more desirable. Only a handful of these coins have been confirmed, with some found in old bank rolls, coin collections, and estate sales. Their extreme rarity fuels their incredible market demand. The highest recorded sale of a 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin took place in an ultra-private auction for $568 million. It was one of the biggest numismatic sales in history, attracting wealthy collectors, museums, and investors. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these hidden treasures in my pocket? Here's what to look for when searching for the rare 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin. Check the weight. Standard pennies weigh 2.5 grams, but the rare version might be slightly heavier due to its composition. Examine the color. If it has a deep, rich copper hue or an unusual gold-like shine, it could be worth checking with an expert. Look for doubling. Use a magnifier to spot any signs of double-struck lettering or images. Mint mark and strike quality. Some rare versions have a misaligned D-mint mark or slight errors in Lincoln's profile. If you suspect you have one, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service immediately. There you have it, folks. The 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a treasure worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket right now? Keep your eyes open, check your change, and never underestimate the value of a single coin. If you loved this deep dive into numismatic history, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Have you ever found an unusual penny in your collection? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your coin stories. Told you that a simple 1-cent coin could be worth a staggering $568 million? Yes, you heard that right. A small piece of American history from 2006, minted in Denver, has shaken the numismatic world with its incredible value. But what makes this coin so special? Why is it worth more than an entire fortune? Get ready to be amazed as we unravel the history, rarity, and mind-blowing worth of the 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin. To understand the significance of the 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin, we have to travel back in time to the early 2000s. The U.S. Mint, as part of its ongoing efforts to refine and improve coinage, struck the 2006 Lincoln cent at both the Philadelphia P and Denver D mints. The Denver Mint, known for its precise coin production, struck billions of these pennies. But among these everyday coins, a few mysterious, ultra-rare variations emerged, setting collectors on a decades-long hunt. The 2060 Liberty 1-cent is special because it is rumored to have been struck on a transitional planchet, an experimental prototype, or possibly a mistake that left the mint under unknown circumstances. Some experts believe that a batch of these pennies was minted using a rare blend of copper and other high-value metals, making them drastically different from standard zinc-coated pennies. Others speculate that these coins were part of a secret government project testing new materials for future coinage. Either way, these coins slipped into circulation, only to be rediscovered years later as hidden treasures worth millions. So, why is this coin worth a jaw-dropping $568 million? Here's what makes it so special. Unlike standard 2006 Lincoln cents, these rare specimens are believed to have been struck on pure copper or an unknown high-value metal blend instead of the usual zinc-coated planchet. The weight and sound of the coin indicates something unusual. Some of the rarest 2060 Liberty 1-cent coins exhibit doubling effects, off-center strikes, or misalignment errors, making them even more desirable. Only a handful of these coins have been confirmed, with some found in old bank rolls, coin collections, and estate sales. Their extreme rarity fuels their incredible market demand. The highest recorded sale of a 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin took place in an ultra-private auction for $568 million. It was one of the biggest numismatic sales in history, attracting wealthy collectors, museums, and investors. Now, you might be wondering, do I have one of these hidden treasures in my pocket? Here's what to look for when searching for the rare 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin. Standard pennies weigh 2.5 grams, but the rare version might be slightly heavier due to its composition. If it has a deep, rich copper hue or an unusual gold-like shine, it could be worth checking with an expert. Use a magnifier to spot any signs of double-struck lettering or images. Some rare versions have a misaligned demint mark or slight errors in Lincoln's profile. If you suspect you have one, get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service immediately. There you have it, folks. The 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a treasure worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket right now? Keep your eyes open, check your change, and never underestimate the value of a single coin. If you love this deep dive into numismatic history, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Have you ever found an unusual penny in your collection? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your coin stories.